Ball in it, you gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you left your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on a jet ski, it's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get, man, I that, and I that, bouncing up and down, nearly broke, just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, ball in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, ball in it.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and 2 teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Browns going up against the Black Knights.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the London Black Knights. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. That 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. To throw. McCullough. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. McCullough dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCullough eluding the pressure right. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. And now a first down following that long gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. From the gun, McCullough into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
To throw on 3rd down. McCollum escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Detroit!
Operating from the gun. McCollum. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney! Hurry up! Over! Gone!
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. off the play fake. McCullough. Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Running back. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Play action. McCullough. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
So they get the 3 points. They're on the board, but it took them 3 trips to the red zone just to get 1 field goal.
So on the defensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourselves. Guess what? 3 times, and you only came out with 3 points. But on the offensive side, you have to finally feel a little bit of relief that you got some points on the board.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Big hold of the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take the ball. Realities, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3 Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the gun, McCullough. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, McCullough throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Operating from the gun, McCullough eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That's it, baby.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more after this.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, McCullough. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
On 1st down, McCullough. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. To throw on second down, McCollum. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now he'll be shoved to the turf that time, right at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will make it 6-0. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And now here's a carry heading left. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. There he goes left side. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 78 yards. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
when he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now a handoff looking right. Pretty good running there. 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. McCullough escaping the pressure right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Browns on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun. McCullough flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. So they're going to go for 2. From the gun, McCollum. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Now they try the right side here. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll look to throw here. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff looking right. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Pardon, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the...
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Let's go! Blue Lightning!
Now they try the right side here. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. So the D-line's going to spread out. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Let's go! 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Set! 319! 319! Back to the Philly, here we go!
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. 3-19.
A handoff as they run the counter play. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Green, 39.
They run the counter now on first down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake. McCullough. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, look at 56.
Off play action. McCullough. Now he'll escape to his right. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4. Down. So here the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now they try the right side here. Oh, now he bowls him over. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They're going to make some plays against you.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now they'll run it on the toss. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Boom, Leopard.
On 3rd down, McCullough. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And now running right through it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now back out comes the offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards.
Now let's go. Blue, land it. Blue.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give them the 1st down. And now here's a carry heading left, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 3rd down. McCullough. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught at the 20. And he's taken down deep in their territory. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense in overtime to put him in the red zone.